Hello, namaste, and a very warm welcome to all of you to this episode of चलो numbers समझें real लोग, real money, real decisions. क्यों? क्योंकि numbers कभी झूठ नहीं बोलते. तो यस दोस्तों, इस एपिसोड में हम सीखने वाले हैं फ्रॉम अ वेरी वेरी स्पेशल गेस्ट टुडे ऑन हाउ डू वी पिक आवर फर्स्ट एवर स्टॉक. How many of us have actually read through or done any sort of study before we've picked our first ever stock? Honestly बताऊं तो मैंने कभी नहीं किया आज तक. मैंने हर बार किसी ना किसी दोस्त, किसी ना किसी रिलेटिव या किसी ना किसी कनेक्शन से ही पूछा है कि यार बता दो कौन सा स्टॉक खरीदना है. हमेशा सही नहीं रहा है, बहुत बार इसकी वजह से पैसे खोए भी हैं. एंड इसीलिए मैंने सोचा कि I myself need to learn this art of picking the right stocks, and therefore I'm super happy to welcome Srinath, whom we also likely call Shri, who is an expert. He comes from a chartered accountancy background, has worked as a CFO, as a finance leader across multiple domains, across multiple roles, across multiple sectors and companies, and has a great knack for personal finance, equity markets, right? He also is an advisor to us at Pennywise. He's been helping us grow Pennywise into a personal finance education school. And therefore, we thought, what better than to invite him as well, him only in order to learn better towards stock selection. Along with me, I do have Gautam, who is going to be my co-host. तो एक साथ मैं और गौतम श्री को बहुत तंग करने वाले हैं, टिप्स एंड ट्रिक्स जानने वाले हैं और कोशिश करने वाले हैं कि बाय द एंड ऑफ दिस सेशन हमें 2-4 श्री से स्टॉक टिप्स मिल जाए. तो वेरी वार्म वेलकम श्री.
थैंक यू फॉर द वार्म वेलकम अक्षर. शॉर्टकट टिप्स तो मैं दे दूंगा, फायदा हो तो मुझे थोड़ा दे देना उसमें से, बट या इफ द लॉसेस आर देयर जस्ट जोकिंग.
प्रॉफिट होगा तो देना पड़ेगा, लॉस होगा तो सब मेरा है ना. डन. ठीक है श्री. बट यस, आई थिंक श्री, दिस इज व्हाट वी वांटेड टू कनेक्ट विद यू टुडे फॉर. अक्सर हमारी कम्युनिटी में भी बहुत लोग ये पूछते हैं कि बॉस, हाउ डू वी पिक स्टॉक्स, हाउ डू वी नो विच स्टॉक or which company should we invest in, and then what are those parameters that we should check, which industry to select, and and once we know the parameters, को देखना कहाँ पर है, how do we find that data, how do we find those numbers, various ratios, so on and so forth. So I think today's session we want to maybe get a complete dump of all what is there in your head. कैसे आप stocks analyze करते हैं, कैसे आप stocks buy करते हैं, and कैसे आप हमें उसका क्या कहते हैं वो मल्टी बैगर रिटर्न दिलवा.
बिल्कुल. So I'll be happy to share whatever knowledge I have and my experience of picking up stocks. Stock investing is a very I would say interesting subject. Mutual funds अभी options है. जब मैंने शुरू किया था, when I started off with my journey in equity markets, we did not have mutual funds, right? This was way back in late 90s. We had some UTI funds, but not beyond that. So we had no option but to start picking up stocks, do research on stocks. And in one way that was good because that helped us build the portfolio over a period of time of stocks and then invest in mutual funds once the mutual fund industry started picking up, right? So my journey and something which I learned a lot, of course, through my father also, because he's also a very avid investor. So, one of the things that I learned was pick up stocks which you are initially comfortable with, right? Especially when you're starting. Pick up stocks which are you are comfortable. A company larger. Start off like that, right? And then you can start diversifying. But when you're starting it off with a safe stock, that's one approach that you can take, right? Because that approach helps you minimize your risk in the long term. So मैंने क्या किया था, for example, my first stock was Larsen and Toubro, L&T, right? So जब मैंने वो देखा था, that time India was again slowly getting into its groove of becoming a high growth economy. तब when you know that India has to grow, infrastructure has to grow, and L&T was a prime player in infrastructure, right? And government was also investing through L&T for all building the roads, highways, bridges, and all.
This was which year, Sri? Around
This
what
was
timeline?
in late 90s, 1998, 99, right? So that was the years when we had these stocks. So
Perfect. So your thought was कि with India growing, the infrastructure has to grow, and L&T being one of the leaders in that space at that point of time, your thought was कि India को grow करने के लिए L&T grow होगा. मतलब L&T को काम मिलेगा, L&T काम अच्छे से तो L&T का काम grow होगा.
Correct, right? So that time this and
Did I say that right?
stocks that we could look at, right? Again, HUL was something which was completely like a very large player on on all the consumer stocks that we buy, right? The day-to-day needs that we buy. So India का population grow कर रहा है, तो requirements of the population grows, and hence the products that HUL would make would be in large demand. So ये एक और stock था, right? So when you start off, my suggestion is start off with stocks which are well heard of, the big stocks, right? One or two, and just don't blindly buy them, because you know that the stock might be good, the company might be good, but then it also comes to whether that has potential and whether it is rightly valued or not, right? आप shortlist कर लो stocks when you are starting off with, big stocks to start with, but do research also whether they are rightly valued at the point that you want to enter. क्योंकि ऐसा ना हो कि अगर मार्केट
Okay.
बहुत पीक पे हो, the stock might be good, but you might be end up buying them at a very high price, right? And then what you will see
Right.
is a reduction in the price over a period of time, और वो उसका growth ही नहीं होता है for quite some time. So that is something which you have to look at.
Right.
So what I started off doing was,
But Sri, here, tell me one thing. If our perspective is long term, then does it matter कि मेरे को किस price पे stock मिल रहा है या क्या अभी उसका current price है?
if you are only hell-bent on one stock, then you are right. It doesn't matter, right? You can start enter at any point of time because you are anyway looking at a very long term. And उसमें भी मैं बात करूंगा कि how to buy a stock. See, first is I would divide this conversation which stock to buy and then how to buy the stock, right?
Okay.
Probably I'll cover that when we come
ठीक
to
है.
how to buy the stock, right? When you're looking at which stock to buy,
ठीक है.
but the first thing that you can look at is look at the financial parameters. That is the first thing you have to look at, right? In my view. आप पहले उस कंपनी को जाके रिसर्च करो कि उसका परफॉर्मेंस कैसे रहा है. Now, of course, these big stocks that I talked about, L&T, HUL, पेपर में भी आ जाता है उसका रिजल्ट्स क्या है, वो सब आपको मिल जाता है. But if you are looking at some other companies, somebody कि ये अच्छा कंपनी है, buy कर लो. Just don't blindly buy the stock. First do a financial research. And one of the things I always do is whenever somebody tells me or whenever I come to know of a stock, first thing I see is how has their revenue and profit growth have been in the last 5 years.
And how do you do this? Like, is there a tool or anything that you use in order to do this research?
Oh, these days it's very easy, right? So you have to just see the good websites available which give you all the financial data. I use Money Control, for example. No affiliations, but that's one website. Though it has a bit of ads and all coming in, but it's free data, right? So you can always go to their website for the stock, and it will give you all the financial parameters in one place. Similarly, now you have other websites also, right?
Why don't we actually analyze or look at one of the companies right here on this episode itself? Maybe we can screen share and open up Money Control, and maybe you can walk us through kya parameters we should look at, right?
Absolutely.
And yeah, maybe. Okay, wonderful. So Gautam, if you don't mind sharing your screen, we can open up Money Control, and then we can keep asking Sri all the questions. But just to summarize our conversation so far, Sri, so I think, and also, sorry, one quick disclaimer before we get started into this section. Folks, this is education. We are not recommending any stocks. Please do not hold myself, Gautam, or Srinath responsible in case you have any sort of losses. Because again, we are here trying to teach you how to look into stocks, or why or how can you get started with picking up your first stock. But in no manner are we endorsing any of these companies out there, right? So, and just to summarize so far what we've discussed, Sri. So the first step that you would ask or you would want somebody to do today is, if right now I am looking into investing into or buying my first stock, I should look around which are the largest companies I know of, right? And maybe look at the Nifty or the Sensex composition ki usme kya top companies hain. Choose 4-5 companies and then drill down from there. Would that be correct?
You see automobile. पहले sector एक choose कर लो कि
Okay.
which is the sector that you want to start off with. उसमें से, as you said, you take the Nifty or the Sensex stock, Bajaj Auto, Mahindra and Mahindra. So these are the big stocks. So start with one or two large stock in that sector.
Right.
Then you can look at slowly, once you get a comfort and feel of how the company stock is behaving, how the sector is behaving, get into mid cap, which is the next level of stocks. At हर sector में आपको अच्छे companies, big companies मिल जाएंगे, और आपको ये भी मिल जाएगा कि what is the next level of companies that you can invest in.
So just to summarize then, Sri, so far I think what I understood is कि आप किस इंडस्ट्री में हैं, आप सबसे पहले, या किस इंडस्ट्री की आपको अंडरस्टैंडिंग है, आप वो देख लीजिए. Which means, for example, let's say I could be working in the IT industry, I could be let's say in a automobile industry, या कोई FMCG industry, या even hospitals and medical and so on and so forth. तो आप जिस भी इंडस्ट्री में हैं या जिस भी इंडस्ट्री की आपको थोड़ी बहुत नॉलेज है, उस इंडस्ट्री एज अ सेक्टर को आप ओवरऑल देखें, एंड उसके अंदर जो भी टॉप 4-5 कंपनीज हैं जो मे बी सेंसेक्स एंड निफ्टी का भी पार्ट हैं, उन कंपनीज को उठा लें एंड देन उनके अंदर डीप डाइव करना है.
Correct.
हाँ, तो यहाँ पे मैंने सिंपल एज श्री सेड की LNT है ना, तो LNT और मनी कंट्रोल टाइप कर दिया, तो वी विल गो टू द फर्स्ट लिंक. तो यहाँ पे मनी कंट्रोल में LNT अपना यहाँ ओपन हो गया.
हाँ, तो यहाँ पे good thing that I
Yes,
like
sir.
about this site is, yeah, while the advertisement is a bit annoying, but it helps you give all the information in one place, right? So सब मिल जाता है और free है, तो इसलिए I use this one. So first thing I look for is I straight away go down and first I go into the financials. तो हमको ये देखना है पहले.
Okay,
So
one
let's look
second.
at how the financials are done. If you go down, it will give you the financials. नीचे और भी नीचे.
हाँ, तो just one thing. So here, we have different tabs also. So whatever, the research we have to do, we can get it. तो यहाँ पे I think ये financials आता है यहाँ पे. So I'll click on financials.
तो ये बाकी सब चार्ट वार्ट ये सब में दिमाग ना लगाएं, सीधा का
हाँ,
सीधा
exactly.
देखें कि धंधा कमा कितना रहा है, फाइनेंशियल्स कितने हैं.
बिल्कुल. तो इसमें the main
Yes.
thing that we need first is profitability. So right side आप देखोगे तो this gives you a summary, but you can go to the numbers person or more than a chart person. You can go to profit and loss account on detailed financials. यहाँ पे click कर दीजिए आप. So and then here this gives you the entire 5-year history of how the revenue, profit, has been for the company. इसमें आप देखोगे तो this gives you the revenue from operations, right? So right from 2021 March to 25. So if you see from 72,000 crores, this company has grown to 1,41,000 crores, which is doubling in almost 5 years, right?
Wow.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
thumb rule
The
of
revenue is doubled.
right? Yeah, it's almost 14-15% every year compounded growth
14%
on
can
revenue.
yes.
और आप नीचे आओगे, so you see the total, only two things matter for me: what's the revenue, how the growth has been, and come down, you see the total profit, right? So if I come down to the profit,
So one thing,
revenue
Sri,
growth,
so do you look at total revenue or revenue from operations? Revenue from operations, right?
हाँ, तो अभी तो you see earlier you had that sales tax, excise duties and all being shown separately, but now most of the companies have both of them are
Right.
same. इसमें difference नहीं है. Yes, you have other income. Now just ensure that some companies, other income is basically income which is from their non-core business. तो ज़्यादा होना नहीं चाहिए, but yeah, if it is there, that you can again look at it to see that how is the revenue from operations, because that is their core operations. So revenue from operations.
Yeah. I think that's a very good point, because some company was in news sometime back जिसमें उनका revenue from main operations was less, but revenue from other income
Other
was
income was
quite more. So I think that's a good point कि हाँ, मतलब revenue from, मतलब जो company का main business है उसका revenue should be 90%, 90-95% free. Can I say that?
Absolutely.
Yeah. ठीक है.
Okay.
तो पहला
This is the
पैरामीटर revenue should be constantly increasing.
Yes. Second
Next.
is the profitability, right down below the total after everything. No profit before this, before that, right? What is the final profit? That's what I look at, right? What is the profit and loss for the period? So that is something that you have to look at for this company, right? इसमें so profit and loss from the continuing operations, that is what you need to look at, previous wala, right? So because that is what is the operational profit. So if you see this from 2,600 crores, that has gone up to about 10,000 crores, which is 5 times. Right now, when you look at it, yeah, but I think the 2,600 was the aberration, because if you see,
Yeah.
7,000.
There might be some additional expense. That's why वो थोड़ा बहुत कम है ज़्यादा यहाँ पे.
हाँ, तो या फिर वो कोविड ईयर था, so this was the COVID year, right? 2020 का, so I think that's the aberration. But yeah, otherwise also if you see there is a decent amount of growth which has happened on this company, right? So which is about it's around close to about 50% growth from 7,800 crores to 10,870 crores.
10,800.
तो जैसे जैसे रेवेन्यू डबल हुआ है, प्रॉफिट भी डबल हुआ है, राइट? आई मीन वी कैन से सो डबल. आई मीन ठीक है, आप कह रहे हैं 2686 वाला 2020 को ना देखें. गौतम, डू वी हैव 2019 का डेटा बाय एनी चांस इस स्क्रीन? एक बार अगर हम
ये देता है.
हाँ, ये आ जाएगा आई थिंक.
21, 22, हाँ, इसको अगर हम क्लिक करें तो अच्छा, ओके, ये पिछले 5 साल का है. हाँ, तो अगर इसका भी हम रेवेन्यू देखें तो इंक्रीज कर रहा था, कोविड के समय स्टैग्नेंट हो गया, एंड देन हाँ, ओके, तो दैट मेक्स सेंस,
6,600.
राइट, फ्रॉम कंटिन्यूइंग ऑपरेशंस, राइट? सो 5311 से हाँ, एंड होता सेम, राइट. Got it. So right from 2016 onwards, which means अगर हम 10 years का भी ग्राफ देखें तो 5,300 से ऑलमोस्ट 10,000 करोड़ का प्रॉफिट हो चुका है. with obviously that exception in the COVID year, and that's, I believe, commendable.
Yes, right. The company has performed well, right? Over the large period of time, the company has done well. Revenue grow हुआ है, profit grow हुआ है. So that gives a tick mark for my first parameter कि revenue और profit अच्छा grow हुआ है. So that's the first thing that I
तो
see.
श्री वन थिंग हियर, सो अभी जैसे आप बोल रहे हो रेवेन्यू ग्रो हुआ है और प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी हैज आल्सो गॉन अप, सो इज देयर एनी कट ऑफ फॉर यू दैट इन द लास्ट 5 year or 10 year revenue growth or profitability growth should be this much minimum, this much percentage?
See, my thumb rule is हर 5 या 6 साल में maximum revenue double होना है, profit double होना है. That gives the company a growth of double digit, right? So anywhere between 12 to 14% is the growth that you will be looking at for the company, which for a company of this size is huge.
Yes, company of
Correct.
this size, it's huge, right?
Correct. So that rule of 72, right? 72 divided by 5, तो मतलब 14% के हिसाब से डबल हो रहा है, मतलब 14% के हिसाब से रेवेन्यू ग्रो हो रहा है. बट श्री, दिस ब्रिंग्स मी टू अ क्वेश्चन कि इतनी बड़ी कंपनी ऑलरेडी, मतलब 70,000 करोड़ से 1,40,000 करोड़ का रेवेन्यू पे आ गई है. What's next for such companies? I mean, do we see where these companies can grow from 1,40,000 crores to say 2.5 lakh crores or even more? Is that how do we think कि ऐसा possible है?
देखिए, see, that is where now when you start off, as I said, take companies of this size which have established themselves as the market leaders in the industry. The growth potential may not be much. इन कंपनीज का ग्रोथ पोटेंशियल जो रहता है, both in respect of their earnings as well as the shares, may not be huge as much as a small company or a mid-sized company. But इसका आपको पहले सीखने में to understand how the companies perform, how the stock markets perform for these companies, it's a good beginning. But it doesn't mean that you have to have in your portfolio only these kind of
Got it.
right? So yes, it's equally important for you to take the higher risk and look at companies which are smaller in segment, having higher growth potential, and therefore your money making stocks might be those. But ये जो stock है, these are the kind of stocks where you
Right.
which will give you the stability over a period of time.
Makes sense. So the risk with such companies is relatively lower. So while you are getting started with your journey on stock market and analyzing stocks, try pick companies which are less risky, जिसमें आपका कैपिटल डूबने के चांसेस कम हो एंड ग्रोथ मिले, भले ही बहुत ज्यादा मल्टी बैगर शॉट्स ना मिले, बट एटलीस्ट यू गेट अ डबल डिजिट कंपाउंडेड growth year on year, right? I think that's the thought.
Correct. And see, these are the companies which will give you 1.5 to 2 times maximum of the GDP growth. हमारे कंट्री का जो ग्रोथ है, हम 6% 7% का ग्रोथ when we talk about, right, of the company of the country of 6 to 7%. So these companies will probably give you 12 to 14% growth, because when the country grows, these are the companies which have to grow.
Makes sense. ठीक है. तो रेवेन्यू देख लिया, प्रॉफिट देख लिया. What's next? Gautam, let's go back to money control.
हाँ, तो पहला पैरामीटर तो ये देखना है. दूसरा पैरामीटर, so fine, it's a company which has had good profitability, good revenue, but it is equally important to see how is it valued today, right, in respect of the share price. ऐसा ना हो कि आप मार्केट में खरीदने के लिए जा रहे हो, एक आपको फ्रेश तरकारी मिल गए, but the price of that cannot be unreasonable, right? So the price of that has to be reasonable, and it's the same analogy that you adopt here कि how has the company's share price been currently valued. तो इसके लिए we use some parameter, something called a price to earnings ratio, which basically it shows कि how many times the company earnings is the current pricing of its share in the market.
ये एक बार श्री फिर से समझाइएगा मेरे को. तो मैं प्राइस एंड वैल्यू समझता हूँ. प्राइस का मतलब ये हो गया कि आज मैं कितना प्राइस पे कर रहा हूं उस कंपनी में एक स्टॉक खरीदने के लिए, वो प्राइस ऑफ शेयर हो गया. वैल्यू हो गया कि उसका मतलब आज उस कंपनी की कितनी वैल्यू. तो विल वैल्यू बी समथिंग लाइक मार्केट कैपिटलाइजेशन, या हाउ डू आई डिफाइन वैल्यू?
So value is how many times the customer is ready to buy that share for. अगर आप, I give the analogy of a vegetable, right? So how many the vegetable might be really good, right? But how much are you ready to pay is the value that you have to associate it with, right? So you may not want
Okay.
to go beyond a point, because while it is still attractive for you to buy, but the valuation seems to be very high. So आप wait करोगे. You will say that, okay, let me wait. It's a little overvalued. So in respect of shares, how do I use that analogy? Is shares के लिए there is something called price to earnings ratio, which basically shows how many times the current earning of the share is the market value of the share. अगर हम दो कंपनीज का सेम अगर अर्निंग्स है, लेट्स से द अर्निंग्स ऑफ बोथ द कंपनीज इज एब्सोल्युटली द सेम, एक कंपनी ए हो गया और कंपनी बी हो गया, और अगर उसका शेयर प्राइस टुडे वन इज एट 100 rupees, द अदर वन इज 105 rupees, the one which is at 105 is absolutely higher valued, or rather it is overvalued than the 100 rupee share. So I might go for buying the company which is at 100 rupees, because the earnings are absolutely the same. So the P ratio helps us
Okay.
bring all the companies under the same parameter to see कि कौन सा overvalued है, कौन सा undervalued है, कौन सा right valued है, so that it will help you decide to buy the share. So if you see for L&T, for example,
Nice.
now let's look at the L&T parlance. If you go up, right? So in the money control, you can see what is the price to earnings ratio. Now, price to earnings ratio जो होता है, you have to be little careful in this, because the P ratio is not the same parameter across industries. See, some industries carry by nature a higher PE ratio, meaning they are valued much more than other companies in other industries, because they have high cash. For example, IT companies जो होते हैं और FMCG जो companies होते हैं, उनके पास cash बहुत रहता है. So therefore, people are ready to buy that. If the company share has to be bought today, they are ready to pay a higher price. As
Okay.
companies which are manufacturing heavy, जैसे कि स्टील कंपनी हो गए, जैसे कि सीमेंट कंपनी हो गए, सो दोस कंपनीज ऑन एन एवरेज हैव ए लोअर पीई रेशियो. तो ऐसा नहीं कि यू कंपेयर ए स्टॉक व्हिच इज ऑफ लेट्स से आईटी सेक्टर एंड से अच्छा इसका पीई तो 40 है, और देन यू लुक एट ए सीमेंट कंपनी शेयर एंड इसका पीई तो 20 है, तो मैं सीमेंट कंपनी का शेयर ले लेता हूँ. यू कांट डू दैट वे, बिकॉज यू हैव टू कंपेयर द पीई ऑफ द
Okay.
विद द इंडस्ट्रियल एवरेज. उस इंडस्ट्री का
इंडस्ट्री उस सेक्टर का पीई कितना है वर्सेस इस कंपनी का पीई कितना है, उसके बेसिस पे हैव टू डिसाइड. ठीक है,
Absolutely.
मेक सेंस.
So that's why this also gives you the information here. अगर आप यहाँ पे देखोगे, so you have something called TTM PE, right? That is basically the PE of this company. Now this company PE is 35.3, and then it shows sector PE नीचे.
Gautam, can you highlight that TTM PE?
Yeah, here is the TTMP 35.3.
Yeah.
Right, that's the average PE of the company Larsen, and then if you go
Right.
down to sector PE, that is 33. So which shows that this company of L&T is near about the average of that particular industry or the sector. So ऐसा नहीं कि this is overpriced at this point of time.
Got it. ठीक है.
So this is the second
Perfect.
parameter. अगर इसका PE होता let's say 50 और company और sector PE होता 30, so that means it is heavily overvalued. So that will help you get a feeling ki whether this company's share price today in the market is something which is overvalued or right point to start getting in.
तो अगर the company PE is less than the sector PE, तो you are saying it is the company is overvalued.
नहीं. If the company's PE is lower than the sector PE, that means the company is attractive. You should look at buying that.
Got it. And if it is over, then it means the company is highly valued. So then you can look at other companies.
Correct.
ठीक है. So in a way, so Gautam, if you can just open an Excel tab बगल में, we'll quickly write down the steps that we've studied so far.
Step 1. So step 1 was revenue.
Identifying the sector. No, identifying the sector. I'm going even पीछे, right? So identifying the sector that you are comfortable with. Then step 2 is selecting or choosing those 3-4 top performing companies from that sector. And Shri, you would say कि it is good that ये companies Sensex and Nifty का भी part हो.
हाँ. Yes, that is right.
Choosing top performing companies from that sector that are a part of Sensex and Nifty.
See, and over a period of time, when you build your portfolio, the intent is to have all the three types of stock: 2-3 large sector stocks, 2 or 3 mid-size mid caps, and then 1 or 2 small caps. In that
Small caps. Right. So that small caps have the chance of giving you multi-bagger returns, mid cap थोड़े ज़्यादा, and then large cap is the stability for your entire. Makes sense. ठीक है. Then I think we move towards understanding the numbers. So step 3 was looking at revenue, the revenue growth over the past years, and as revenue growth and profit growth, we can mention it in the same. And I think इसमें the key was Gautam was the revenue growth and the profit growth should be growing or become double in 5 years. So should give about like a 10 to 15% year-on-year growth.
That's right.
Perfect. Step 4 was then our PE ratio. So PE, price to earnings ratio, which tells us कि कितना value में आज हमें company मिल रहा है. So if the PE ratio is less than that of the industry PE, it's a thumbs up. If it's more than the industry PE, then we should wait for this PE to drop down below the industry. Did I say that correct?
Yes, correct.
Yay! बस अब मेरे को अपना स्टॉक मिलने वाला है.
रुको. Right, so these are we have completed only 2 out of the 6 parameters.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Stock picking, you know, it's like picking a bridegroom or a bride, right? So हर parameter को देखना पड़ता है.
Lovely. ठीक है. Let's move on.
Okay, then now that we have looked at the profitability, then we slowly move to something called looking at the balance sheet of the company, right?
Wow.
So balance sheet जो है, that will help you understand how the company is getting the money from, right? What are its something called assets, which is what is that they own, and what are their liabilities, which is how much and whom all do they owe, right?
Oh, okay.
This is very important because profitability 1-2-3 साल के लिए फिर भी अच्छा रह सकता है, but balance sheet also gives you a good sense of how healthy the company is. ये जो है, this is actually as good as if you compare to individuals. जो individuals का क्या है, हमारे पास कितना लोन है, क्या क्या लोन लिए हुए हैं, that is our liability, right? हमारे पास क्या asset है, क्या है, हमारा property कितना है, हमारा car कितना है, that is all our assets, right? So it is very similar to that. Now इसमें you don't have to, there are a lot of things which here and you don't have to get confused in this. Predominantly, first and very important thing that I look for is what is their loan status? How much is their loan, right? यहाँ पे आप देखोगे तो long term borrowings दिख रहा है. Now, so basically borrowings क्या होता है? So this is something which the company has borrowed the money from banks, from financial institutions, right, or other companies as well. So it shouldn't happen that this is showing a very high increasing trend, which means that they are struggling for cash. If this shows a trend, it shows that the company is struggling for cash and hence it is getting into a debt trap. Right? It's from the other side, right? So the rightmost side is the oldest one. So it was 15,000 crores earlier. Let's just go up.
And it's reducing.
Yeah, it's reducing. So what happens is when a company takes a loan, it is like how individuals take a loan, right? We want to repay it out of our earnings. So the company also wants to repay it out of its earnings. So as long as it is generating enough cash every year to repay the borrowings, it is a healthy sign.
This makes sense. So just like if today we take up a loan and we would want to pay it off, we would want to earn more to pay it off in time. Similarly, the company here is also doing the same. कमा रहे हैं, कमाते कमाते अपना over the years loan कम करते जा रहे हैं. So that's a good sign.
Correct.
Got it.
One question I have, Sri, here.
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt you here. So, as a layman, ये 15,000 some odd crore या 9,000 crore जो है, मुझे ये समझ में नहीं आ रहा whether मतलब it is good for the company or bad for the company ये वो. So can I look at debt to equity ratio? There is some ratio as well, right? So that should also be less than 1 something.
Yes, absolutely. So that is what has come into. The second thing that you need to look at is the share capital and reserves, right? ऊपर जो आपको दिख रहा है share capital and reserves and surplus.
This
जो
one,
total
right?
जो है
Share capital.
total shareholding funds करके जो आता है, that is the line that you can look at. So that is the capital that the company has put in or profit that they have earned over a period of time. Now that amount should not be lower than the long-term borrowings that you are looking at.
Okay, nice.
Because that is
very nice.
exactly what you are talking about. That's the debt and equity
Right.
that you look at.
Right.
ऐसा ना हो कि वो शेयर होल्डर्स जो है या फिर प्रमोटर्स जो है उन्होंने पैसा कम डाला है और कंपनी हैज एंडेड अप taking more loans than what the shareholders themselves have put in.
Yes.
So this is the funds that just taking a step back. This is not assets. This is लोगों ने या ओपन मार्केट में, क्योंकि ये कंपनी लिस्टेड है, तो प्रोमोटर्स एंड रिटेल एंड बाकी सारे शेयर होल्डर्स ने मिलकर कितना पैसा कंपनी के अंदर डाला है.
हाँ, तो पहले जो शेयर्स लिया था, that is the share capital, right? The people who got shares allotted every time the company went for a public allotment, IPO, follow-on
Okay.
allotment. That is the share capital. ये reserves of surplus जो है, this is nothing but the accumulated profits that the
Profits
company
over
has
the
made
year.
over the years.
Yes.
तो हर साल जितना प्रॉफिट कमाते हैं वो इसको ऐड हो जाता है, और लॉस जो करते हैं इसमें से घट जाता है.
कम हो जाता है.
ओके गॉट इट. सो इतना तो 70, तो क्या मैं ऐसा कह सकता हूँ आज कंपनी के पास 71,895 करोड़ रुपीस हैं एंड
Yes. The other
9286 वापस करने हैं उसमें से.
Absolutely. So now, when you look at the 71,000 crores, so let's say theoretically the company has to be closed today, right?
Close today, right?
You can safely assume that this is the value that the shareholders will get back.
Will get back. Okay. Makes sense. And but this minus the borrowings.
No.
No?
Assets minus the borrowings is this amount, which is equal to the shareholders' funds.
Okay. Makes sense. Got it. तो ये बढ़ रहा है and loan कम हो रहा है, तो then that is a good sign.
That is a good sign. So that is another thing that you can look for. So these are the only two things normally I look for in a balance sheet. तो ये आप दो देख लीजिए कि loans, mainly more on loans. Loans should not be on an increasing trend and not growing rapidly, right? And then the shareholders' funds should always be greater than, I would say at least if not greater, equal to the loans. The loans should not be exceeding the shareholders' funds at any point of time.
Perfect. So that becomes our next step. Gautam, maybe you can put that into the Excel sheet as well, so that we have that repository. ये Excel sheet में मैं अपने साथ पूरे टाइम रखने वाला हूँ.
Right.
Decreasing loan and
Long-term
borrowings should be decreasing.
Should not be. I will say instead of decreasing, it should be not increasing.
Should not be. Okay.
Right.
Should not be increasing rapidly.
Because
कई बार क्या होता है कि to expand also
yes, company needs funds.
Okay.
But it shouldn't happen that every year you are ending up increasing the loans, which means that then you are struggling for cash, which comes to the next point that we want to discuss. कि cash flow कैसा है, right? Asset समझ में आ गया, liability समझ में आ गई, profit and loss सब मिल गया, but उसका पास, see, मैं तो बनिया हूँ, right? If I am a बनिया investing, for me cash matters. बाकी छोड़ो, asset, liability, profit.
Cash is king.
पैसा कितना है?
पैसा कितना है? Cash is king. Correct.
तो ये कैश कहाँ पे है? आप इसमें देख सकते हो, there is something called a cash flow statement. तो अगर आप उसमें जाते हो, so when you go into that, इसमें भी बहुत, you will have a lot of things, right? You will have something called cash flow from operating activities, cash flow from investing activities, and cash flow from financing activities.
Investing activities and
बाकी
financing
सबको छोड़ो.
activities.
The one thing that I would say that you can look at is cash from operating activities. Basically, this is the cash that the company is generating every year from its operations. जो whatever they are manufacturing and selling, whatever they are buying and selling, ये सब मिला के उसका कितना, what is the profit that they are making in respect of cash? How much am I earning cash every year? So this is, I would say, one of the very important parameters again, because this shows कि this is the cash that I am getting into my company. This is the pure cash. It is not accounting का ये नहीं है, ये पैसा है. So this is the amount that I will have in my bank account. Or
Gautam, can you highlight that?
So when you see that net cash flow from operating activities, again the parameter is simple. This should be growing as the same rate as your profit, more or less.
Okay.
Right? Because then it means that the profit that you are actually showing to the company, to the shareholders, is actually generating even in respect of cash. So अगर इसका आप देखोगे, from 8,300 crores, it has gone up to about 12,000 crores over 5 years, which is not bad.
Right.
So, Sri, how this the cash flow from operating activities is different from operating profit, will it be same? Can we say?
See, if I am doing a pure business, right, I will have it
Okay.
almost the same. But कई बार क्या होता है कि
Okay.
accounting, as we call it, right, when you look for your profit in the profit and loss statement account, for example, अगर let's say I bought a machinery today और a factory, एक plant मैंने बनाया, तो उसमें तो cash तो चला जाएगा, right?
अच्छा,
But
right.
in the profit and loss account, the moment I buy, I don't just expense of everything in 1 year, because
In
the
1 year,
value of
okay.
that comes over a period. तो उसको हम
Period.
डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करते हैं. बट कैश फ्लो में ये नहीं दिखता. कैश फ्लो में एक बार पैसा आया तो that comes as cash, पैसा गया तो it goes out as cash. So that is why
Okay.
you have to see the cash flow from operating activities and compare it with the operating profit. Both should be increasing at the same level. कई बार ये होता है कि, and these days more often, that companies sometimes try to manipulate. So cash
How?
they cannot manipulate, but profit some
Okay.
companies are able to manipulate.
तो अगर प्रॉफिट बढ़ता हुआ, सॉरी, अगर प्रॉफिट बढ़ता हुआ दिख रहा है बट कैश कम होता है या स्टैग्नेंट दिख रहा है, तो देन दैट्स अ रेड फ्लैग.
Yes, and this becomes even more important for our new age technology companies. जैसे आपको Zomato को ले लिया, जैसे आपने स्विगी का ले लिया, जैसे आपने ये सब हमारे जो ऑनलाइन कंपनीज विच आर नाउ कमिंग इन,
indicators हैं.
yeah, aggregators, right? So for them, you might still be able to show some kind of a profit because they might be deferring their expenses. Expenses को बाद में दिखा देते हैं, right? Income को थोड़ा पहले दिखा देते हैं, but उनका ऑपरेटिंग प्रॉफिट आप कैश फ्लो आप देखोगे तो दैट विल गिव यू द रियल स्टोरी ऑफ दैट कंपनी. आर यू गेटिंग
कैश
मनी
कितना है उनके
इन
पास,
कैश?
एग्जैक्ट कैश.
हाँ,
Right.
अगर, because if you are not, see, at the end of the day, if you are not getting cash, that means that you have to borrow because you have to keep the
Right.
running operations running.
Running. And that
So
will
this
reflect in
becomes,
borrowings,
and it will reflect
either
in
long
borrowing.
term or short term.
Yes. So that's why this becomes very important.
मेक सेंस. एंड एक ये नीचे नेट कैश यूज्ड इन इन्वेस्टिंग एक्टिविटीज है, इसका क्या मतलब है? माइनस में है, पिछले साल प्लस में था, फिर
हाँ,
माइनस.
तो इन्वेस्टिंग क्या क्या होता है कि इफ आई एम बाइंग एसेट्स or if I am using the money that I have generated, if you see this, 12,000 crores I have generated out of my operations in the year. Of that, 6,000 I'm using in, probably this company has used it for buying more assets, right? For building factories. So
फैक्ट्रीज
I
इन.
have invested that money for future generation of profit, which is a healthy sign.
ओके, ओके.
And in the same
बट
sense, if you look at financing activities, right? Financing activities basically loans होते हैं. So now if it is negative, that means I am using the current year operations to repay the loan. अगर ये positive है, if it net cash use becomes positive, that means I have taken fresh loan from the market or from the financial institution.
ओके, ओके. बट जैसे ये मार्च 24 में 6361 पॉजिटिव था एंड मार्च 25 में माइनस है, तो पॉजिटिव का क्या मतलब हुआ? मतलब इन्वेस्ट नहीं कर रहे हैं उस साल?
नहीं, इसमें शायद they had some exceptional case where they have sold something and got money
ओके,
from that,
ओके, दैट मेक्स
which is
सेंस.
not a part of their day-to-day operations. शायद it can also be that they had invested in securities or fixed deposits. So it's not a part of their BAU operation. जैसे L&T का काम ये नहीं कि they invest in stock markets or mutual funds, for example. But if they have surplus cash, some companies invest it in fixed deposits or in investments in their own subsidiary. अगर वो subsidiary कोई खरीदते हैं, then say for example if this company might have bought some subsidiary, so they have used that money to pay to the existing investor. So that will come as a investing activity outflow, which is negative, which is positive.
गॉट इट, मेक सेंस, मेक सेंस. परफेक्ट. यहाँ से हमारा कैश फ्लो भी सॉर्ट हो गया है, तो गौतम जल्दी से एक्सेल शीट अपडेट
Next
करते
up.
रहो.
Yes.
लॉन्ग टर्म बोरोइंग शुड, पिछले में लॉन्ग टर्म बोरोइंग के साथ एक और भी था ना,
Yeah,
सरप्लस
and should be more than
रिजर्व्स,
the share capital.
रिजर्व्स फ्रॉम, हाँ, शेयर कैपिटल, करेक्ट,
Should be higher than
शुड बी हायर.
long-term borrowings.
या, परफेक्ट. एंड देन आ गया हमारा स्टेप 6.
Cash flow. Cash is the king. So we need
कैश
to
इज.
पैसा बनाता है company.
So cash flow from operating activities
Should have a healthy increase, preferably double-digit increase every year.
should be increasing in double digits.
And when we come to our next segment, I will also talk about why this is very important for companies that you want dividend to come from. Because अगर operating cash flow has cash, healthy cash, only that money they can pay as dividend. तो हम आते हैं उस पे भी.
Right.